We faced an unbelievably powerful enemy guarding the Adamantine Forge. Grim was a construct that was never intended to be defeated. But we had its secret even before we engaged it. The notes from the crazy drow mage with those hook horror pets told that it needed to be kept heated to be vulnerable. So we did so, and we were able to bring it down, though it wasn't easy. In the end, we gained two very powerful adamantine pieces of equipment, shield and scale mail armor. We've braved numerous enemies and gotten past many challenges to get to Moonrise Towers, only to be stopped for lack of any protection against the shadows that are allegedly haunting the place. Unfortunately, it seems that none can be found in Grimforge anywhere either, which means we once again throw caution to the wind and try going up to the elevator to Moonrise Towers, or we look for an alternate route. I vote for at least trying for the Githyanki Creche before returning to this elevator. There we have one last chance to remove those parasites, though I am pretty certain by this point that only an act of a god can remove them. So though I don't think the Creche can help, I at least want to try my last real option, if just for peace of mind. The only other one is to take Raphael's bargain, which would mean I'd be in the same boat as Will, with my soul being under the ownership of a devil. And that is not an agreement I will ever take. Right, so all that aside, we have learned through speaking to Halsin and clues picked up along the way that Catherick Thorm was defeated by a combination of druids from the nearby circle and the Harpers, only for Catherick to get one last hurrah and somehow bring in an army of shadows to Moonrise Towers. This has made it unapproachable for what very well might be centuries. Since Catherick's defeat, I'm not sure anyone has been able to get into that Sharon stronghold until the Absolute very recently. Even they seem to have issue with the shadows of the place. That's why these moon lanterns are used to keep them at bay. So until we can find a way to help against these shadows, I believe that searching for the Githyanki Creche is the best option. And if that doesn't help, then we at least have tried the only other thing I can think of.
Darkest hour, a concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade. Harp and wild? You recall stories of an alliance between druids and the Harpers, but the details are vague.
Signs of Harpers keep coming in on our travels. They are in the murals inside the Druid Grove, and the old Sharans seem to have encountered them inside their stronghold, which is what Grimforge is. My guess is that what we found in the ruins was the last of the Sharans before Catherick was defeated. Who the Harpers are is of great importance to me and, well, my grandmother. The reason for that is, without them, I wouldn't exist, and neither would grandmother or my entire family. Well, except for my father, of course. It was the Harpers that raided a temple to Baal to rescue the children of Baal from being sacrificed to bring Baal closer to rebirth. Grandmother Oren was among them. Gorion was a Harper, and so were some of grandmother's companions, if I remember right. Jahira? She was a druid warrior as well, sort of like Halsin. I know the symbol of these Harpers is the harp, which I found on one of the dead drow here by that Durgar spider trainer, which means they are in the area currently and trying to monitor the Absolute, so I may actually encounter one alive and in the flesh someday. What Harpers are a force for good in Faerun, apparently anyway, but I remember grandmother saying they wanted to put her down in Athkatla because there was some corruption in the leadership there, and the person only wanted to make a name for himself by in fact killing the only child of Baal who was seen as a hero. Jahira turned her back on the Harpers because of it. So, they are imperfect, and sometimes there are bad ones, but that doesn't mean that overall they are not here to do good. They are just mere mortals after all, and mortals are always fallible. Against the Absolute, however, I will take all the help I can get. So, if I encounter a Harper, I will be sure to seek their aid, if not in ridding myself of the tadpole, but in fighting against our common enemy. Before we go to the mountain pass, however, there is one last place in the Underdark that I would like to explore first.
She's cataloging coital and fertility.
Meanwhile, this place is pretty spectacular, isn't it?
No book or painting could ever do its strange beauty justice. But perhaps our stories might, when we return to the surface.
I don't know half of what they're saying.
Yes, we rested. We're out of Grimforge. I don't care to ever go back there, but I think we might have to. I'm not sure. I've actually been debating about going overland, at least to get to the Githyanki Creche.
Careful. Even the mushrooms down here can't be trusted.
Even the mushrooms down here can't be trusted.
Okay. Let's see. There's a place that's even further down. We went down there. It's nearby the Selunite Temple. I have to go back down there where we were before. But you know, I figured out a way, with talking it over and thinking about it, how to get past these places. We need something to throw on the vent to stop the gas from coming through. That'll keep on exploding. There's a lit torch right by it. I don't really have anything on me right now. Perhaps a scroll I could throw on it, but... cast this for myself, since it lasts until we sleep. Back down we go. We went down this pathway and there was an underground place even further than this. If I remember right, I even saw a lake down there. That's where we fought that strange creature that burrows in the dirt. I was gonna say burrows underground, but we're all underground. Saw some kind of... I don't even know what it was. Lizard creature? This is where we were. See? Water coming down. That's what we saw. What's happening here? I just assume everything that I don't know is hostile. What are they doing? They're chanting. Boo-wah? Boo-wah. It's like they're cheering on one of them that's dead. Ooh, ooh, ah. Ooh, ooh, ah. And here it is. Look. How strange. In the lake, underneath another lake, we can see the other one's leaking through. I'm surprised it hasn't just, like, collapsed into here. Maybe one day it will. I don't know what these creatures are. Maybe if I get close to them, something will refresh my memory. Scratch. They haven't even noticed us. If they're cheering on some dead creature like this chanting, maybe they're trying to get something to happen? I don't know. Boo-wah. What's boo-wah?
Our blood to fill your oceans. Oh, blessed Boal.
Boal.
Our bones to build your temple in the deep.
A wave of pure devotion washes over you.
Ugh.
And with every surge, you feel a presence grow in response.
Purge, priest, promises. Your god wants proof, wants blood.
Isn't that a red cap?
I recognize the creatures, but this voice seems to have a hold over them.
That's no god. It's a red cap.
You, our Lord of Murder, demands sacrifice. You will be an offering for the great god Boal.
Wait, Bual? God of murder? Is this some kind of farce? They must be... Oh, maybe they're not very intelligent. This redcap has tricked them. I try to get my bearings. What have I stumbled upon?
That sickle blade. It's no religious totem. It belongs to a common redcap. Fey creatures known for their bloodlust.
We killed some before.
Boal wants a sacrifice. Boal wants blood.
That's no god. Are your followers aware that you're just a rabid little fey creature?
Little? I'm a god. And
Sure
I'm
you are.
gonna rip you, tear you, wear you for a hat.
In the outburst of emotion, you feel the divine presence falter,
There's the real
then
thing.
revert to its basic, cruel nature.
I'm surprised the real Ball doesn't strike you down for mocking him like this, making a mockery of what Ball is.
Bollocks! Don't do anything hasty now. The fish folk got plenty of power. We can share.
Blessed Boal. What?
Shut it, you! I'm talking to my chosen. Chosen got power. You want power, don't you?
This is a very bad joke. I'm not going to play your game, and you don't need to be enslaving these people, or whatever they are. What did he call them? He just... I need no god to claim my power. I will show them the way of my oath.
Yes, yes. I sense light, love, a new god
Wait,
to
no.
show us the way.
No, that's not what I wanted.
No! No! I'm the Lord of Murder! Me!
I think that they're turning on Bual. Silly little red cap thing. Alright, well, it's not a wimp. It's very tough, one of the toughest ones I've seen. Did he call them fish or Koatua or something?
Fuck yes.
Alright, do your thing. You are a god no longer.
Can't even catch my breath.
All right. Some god. Oh, now they're chanting at me.
You've slain the pretender. We knew in our hearts the god Boal was false. But you, we see you. We know you by your true name, Ma Glumpa.
A god to the fishes. A dream come true, is it?
It is not.
What is to be your first commandment, O great god.
What did he call me? Maklumpa? Perhaps you should be studying the teachings of my god.
Yes, yes. We will study this being who claims power over you, great Maglumpa,
Oh,
so that one day we might destroy them.
I don't quite think that these are very intelligent creatures at all. And they seem to be rather violent. But I was going to Lathander is my god. This so-called god had nothing on him. For getting rid of your false god, I'll just loot that thing. Wonder if we couldn't throw this over the vent upstairs. Conch shell.
Room for more.
Clamshell. These might fit. I'm not sure though.
Something good here. I hope.
Well, they're fish creatures, right? All they have is fish. I don't expect there to be any kind of loot from those things. Not worthwhile anyways. My god is Lathander, though I don't require it to be a paladin. What's over this way? That one is not going to be easy to hit. You know what?
What's the story?
Karlak, I need you to jump over as far as you can. Aye.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Everybody out, over here. Ah.
Let's get going.
They're gonna need Gale over here, but we're kind of in the way. Oh, it blew up anyways. Sorry, Scratch.
Seek and you shall find me.
Yeah, there's a trap on that chest. Ooh, ah! Ooh, ah! Don't forget that. Nice chanting.
I don't think this is strictly legal.
It's probably something that those fish creatures couldn't get to. It looked a little ungainly to me.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Slippery chain shirt. Something to sell, I suppose. Or Gale, if you need to absorb more magic. There's something for you.
Never wanted
Right
the
next to the
easy
fish
path.
creature's home, and they couldn't even see it. It probably died to the trap. And then couldn't open it up. Is that what goes to treasure down here? Why even bother coming?
I'll take
Well,
that.
there's some mushrooms I can use. Everything's a mushroom down here. There's no sunlight for anything else. Oh, if you don't mind me taking whatever I find. Somebody's ship that's crashed up against here. I would say goblins are more intelligent than these things. At least goblins have a certain level of cunning. These things are gullible.
That might be
Something in the bottle. Dad, sorry, I stopped writing. We ran out of paper on the road. I got this from the druids. Maybe that's why they're so mad at us. Really, from up above. I hope this can find you. Zevlor says you got lost and that our old house is gone, but I read a book that says all rivers find their way into the Styx. Oh, you mean down in Avernus? When you get it, you can write me back in Baldur's Gate, or maybe come visit. I'll write again when I can get more paper. Donnie. Well, I won't be able to get this to Zevlor. You know what? Drop this. Give this to Gale. Booah. They're still saying it. You know what? Now that I think of it, worshipping Lathander down here in the Underdarks doesn't really make any sense. Oh, this gold spread out. What is that book? Ecstasy of Murder? Once Baal's favor has quickened within one of his beloved murderers, the bliss of his love is nigh indescribable, for he blesses his loyal with a new sensation, a mindless, instinctual, primal sensation that comes from within the bowels, an erotic spasm that washes over the killer in the moment of murder. It is said that in that instant, his divine essence can almost be tasted. Forsake all other hedonisms, acolytes for nothing can compare. Until the true ecstasies of murder wash over you, initiates, this scroll contains a prayer you may say after a kill, calling for the Lord's disgrace to find its course in your body. Disgrace, absolutely. My grandmother put an end to that thing, and apparently Baal is back. Gods tend to find a way back. Didn't hear Bane is back as well. Evil gods. Chest here. You can have this Karlak. Not sure if there's anything else down here. That's it. You've got an eye for things, Scratch. Or a nose for it, I should say. I take it there's just going to be fish in here. They eat the same fish we do, I believe. They all look like ours on the surface. I don't even know what they call it, but they said they were going to see about the god above me. Well, I did say Lathander, but I don't know what they'll get out of that. There's no sun down here. Lathander's a sun god. Koatua. I don't think I've heard of those things before. Okay, so that was, as far as I know, the last part of the Underdark, besides taking that elevator up to the service, and I don't really want to do that. Okay, so then where would we go? Goblin Camp was nearby. Oh, maybe we should go to, not the Goblin Camp, but... because they had their own mountain pass that way, but if the Githyanki were here, they must be as close as I can be to the Creche, so... Joaquin's Rest we go. So, I would really want to have Lae'zel with us. Truth be told, we should have...
Smell that? Blood. This whole plain reeks of it.
That'll wake you up of a fine day, won't it?
I do not need awakening. My senses are sharp as steel.
So it's that helm. Ugly as a goblin's face, too. I was going to say, I could really use Shadowheart. I don't know. I guess I've just come to rely on her counsel for a lot of things. Gale is also... Actually, I think of all the people in the camp, Gale and I, and also Will. Will and Gale seem to be the closest aligned to my own. And then I would think Shadowheart. I think Karlach too, but I haven't had much of a chance to impress her. In fact, some of the choices I've made have unimpressed her. I would like to bring her with me, but... I'd like to know what Gale would have to say too. But we definitely need Lae'zel. I think... Shadowheart, I need you to come with me. Hate to do it, Karlach, but...
What's up for discussion?
Let's get this sorted. Alright. Nothing against Karlach, it's just... She's more of a soldier.
Before me?
All she knows is fighting, but... I would like Shadowheart's opinion. Hey, can we speak to this one?
There is work to do.
Surprise. His corpse hasn't decayed too much.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Truth be told, I actually wish we did this with Ned before we cut his head off. Anyways, speak to this one. Who are you?
Son of Gara.
Aren't you Zoru's friend?
Fellow scout. Druid's Grove.
Where can I find the Githyanki Creche?
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Were you and Zoru scouting alone?
Yes. Zoru fled. Left me to fight.
Good friend. So, I know Githyanki probably did this, but... I know he's out scouting, but how did you die?
Monstrous warriors. Keen swords. Black spots.
Gith...
He crossed blades with a Githyanki. Few survive the ordeal. Fewer still claim victory.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Well, we've come a long way since we were last here. I wouldn't be so intimidated by the ones that were on the ground, at least. But the Dragon Rider,
This
no.
way.
That's something else.
What to do?
I'm not ready to take on a Red Dragon, let alone with the Red
With
Dragon
haste.
being ridden by Githyanki General or Captain or whatever he was. Alright, let's see what's beyond here. There's nothing back. Joaquin's Rest is only a short ways behind us. Since I've never been here, I don't know what to expect. Although I do have to say,
Slow down.
it's quite the view from up here. Bit of a dry region, isn't it?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
So that symbol, is that not... Isn't Shara just a circle? So is that not Selûne? That's Selûne. I have to pronounce it the way I've grown up hearing it. Two rivers coming down into a valley. I don't... Where's the mountain that we're looking for? Moonrise Towers? I hope we've gone the right way. The Creche has to be here. Not like it's written on my map. I just don't know. I do know it's too dangerous to go ahead this way, though. Into Moonrise Towers. I was hoping maybe we can see a scary area ahead full of shadows and then say nope. And then go back, I guess. I'm also hoping that there'll be a way from Grimforge. I mean, there is a way up into Moonrise Towers, but it'll be a way that maybe we'll figure out how this moon lantern works. Ah, look at this, though. The Flaming Fist helmet. Why would they drop that? Nothing special. The waterfalls here are pretty exquisite. Like, I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this area.
Might be useful.
Well, it looks like a bunch of wagons were here.
Wait.
Huh?
These markings. Tirsu script scratched in the ground. A creche must be nested in the temple below. We must go there at once.
Tirsu script, you said? What does that mean?
Githyanki writing. Every word a wheel. Every letter a spoke. The most powerful texts are engraved in slate. Some so ancient, only the most erudite Gish can read them.
Did you say Gish? How do I know I can trust your people?
You don't have to trust them. Only to trust me.
I knew she'd say that.
I have not failed you yet, and I have no intentions of it now. I don't need you to believe me for it to be true.
You know what? I do trust her. Trust her to be who she is. She doesn't break pacts. At least there's some sense of honor in her. I don't know if it's necessarily... if she's a good person, but... Like dwarves, when they give you the word, sort of mean it. That's what I've come to find with her. Well, amongst her kind, though, I don't know. I certainly wouldn't want to be among them. Liz, I'll lead us there in our own time. We need to stay close if we're to survive. Very dangerous around here.
Chuk. Very well. But promise me we will return before our chance is lost, else I make my way there alone.
That's why I wanted to come this way, but we're gonna go slow and not rush through anything. I don't want to be attacked by shadows, and we're helpless against them. This moon lantern does not work. I promise we'll go to the Creche before we lose the chance.
Lead on, then.
You have my word on that. Trielta Crags. Well, this place is all alien to me. Just as it was around the Druid Grove. She says it's down in the temple. Well, maybe she must have been able to read something. Maybe not. Well, didn't she say down in the valley? It's not close. There could be a million shadows between us and there. Wait, what's that down there? Looks like a woman. There's a camp. Well, she doesn't look Githyanki or Shadow or Goblin or... Something's here. Oh, okay. Scratch. Use your nose. Scratch has pointed us to things in the past, so... Alright, well... I don't know what's anywhere. I have to admit that I guess those Durgar put a bit of a fright in me. They're absolute Durgar, but none of them lived through that. They said none of us will survive going up to Moonrise Towers. This is why I decided to come this way, because I just don't want to be killed by a shadow. Civilians. This area is put to the flame. Was it a goblin that attacked? Kind of looks like goblins. Maybe that's who's been attacking everyone here. Well, they work for the Absolute, but goblins would have done this regardless. This is kind of a thing that they do. This goes back to the goblin camp. This was the other way I was thinking of getting out here. Foul things. At least these people are dead. Can you not speak to any of them?
Let's try this way.
Hate to see things like this.
Can't give up now.
It was bad enough for those gnolls, what they did to everybody. In fact, that was much worse because they were feasting on their entrails. And I guess getting the hyenas to feast and then become gnolls themselves.
Let's have a look.
Rotten. Goblins would have taken anything of value, I think. Burlap sack. Something else is dead along the path. Is that a tiefling, perhaps? We would have to go west to Baldur's Gate. So, following that logic, the River Chianthar flows roughly west. I'm wondering if this isn't it. It means it would have to keep going down that way through the mountains. But I was told we're 200 miles from there. It's about a 10-day trip. I guess we can make it faster if we push it, but when you're traveling with children and the elderly, you can't really push them on a forced march. I think she's heard us. Who are you? You human or elf? Half-elven? Hello. Human.
A friendly face. Oh, you are a sweet, sweet blessing, my dear. You know, I've had nothing but trouble all day. I've been accosted, chased, insulted. Look over there. Do you see that wretched little hive?
The wretched... it looks like a temple.
Oh, it certainly looks that way. But inside, it is swarming with brutish, stupid, rude Githyanki.
Brutish and rude by your wretched standards, but stupid. Chucky.
Your charming companion would call it a creche. But
That's
it
where
was
they
built
are.
on what remained after the Githyanki slaughtered all of the monks. I'd call it a murderous training camp.
Acutely observed on both counts.
Honestly, I was doing them a favor offering to buy one of their eggs. And how am I repaid? Attacked and run off like some transient.
Well, this is a weird situation. Anyways, that is pretty horrible. They killed all the monks inside there. Ah, Lizelle. Don't make me regret it. I might end up slaughtering all of them if I can. We fought a lot of things in the last few weeks. Who's to say we can't deal with a group of Githyanki? Anyways, why would you want to buy one of their eggs?
The Society of Brilliance.
Oh, you're part of
asked
them.
me to acquire one of their roe so they can incubate it and once it hatches, raise the spawn in their tradition.
Interesting.
Please, do enlighten me. What is this tradition?
The Society believes a Githyanki raised in a peaceful, nurturing environment can overcome its violent nature.
Actually, I'd like to know the
I'm
results
sure
of
your
that.
friend would agree. A Githyanki is as likely to forsake its violent nature as a gnome is to fly.
I don't know about that, because Omnalium was an illithid, and look at him. Seems like one of the most logical, brilliant minds I've ever come across. And look at the hobgoblin, oh, what was his name? Anyways, he was very intelligent too. Although, on the other hand, I mean, I can't ever see a goblin or an ogre becoming much more than what they are. They could be more docile and respectful. But, yeah, I think violence is part taught and part innate. Somewhere in between. But however, being a paladin as I am, I do believe in pursuit of righteousness and good, so with a pure will and great courage, anyone can rise above their nature.
You've been sipping from the same goblet as the Society. Perhaps you'd be willing to help then, to prove your point. They may have chased me away, but surely the Gith would welcome a person with such sympathetic views to their creche. And once inside, you could simply purloin an egg.
I thought she would ask me this.
Steal one of Gith's own. I will slit your throat for even suggesting it.
I'm not talking to you. You'll be well compensated, of course. Just bring me an egg.
Isn't it a bit of a moral dilemma for me? Stealing and being deceptive. I don't think Lae'zel will allow it. I mean, I've persuaded her to accept Shadowheart and the fact that we have the oh, what is it called? The artifact. But this, I don't know, this is more personal for her. However, on the other hand, a Gith raised well. I just don't know. This is a bit of a quandary for me. And I don't know how she's going to react, and she's not going to like this. Maybe I can talk her out of it. Fine, but I want payment up front. Something that Asterion would appreciate. Should have brought him along for this part.
I suppose there is a reason I'm asking you to do it.
What? Surrender an egg, and I will not stand for it.
Very well. Here's the money. Now, I expect a speedy delivery.
Well, Lae'zel.
The creche must be nested in that temple. Our cure is close.
Well, you were listening to her, right? I can't go in the creche without her. Asterion would totally agree with this, but then again, I don't really agree with Asterion on much. It's just, like I said, imagine a Gith knowing nothing else but being around intelligent, reasonable people, like the Society of Brilliance. It'd probably show it more love than a Githyanki would receive. But is it the right thing to do? I don't know. I can't see it breaking my oath, but My heart's in the right place, but then you can say that for everything. If I can't do it, I'll return the coin.
More for me.
Is that a bear? Looking for signs of, no. Lathander.
Approach the fairy in Lathander's grace. May his gaze shine upon you,
Wait,
pilgrim.
but the symbol for Lathander that I've only seen is... I've never seen a temple like this. We have just a small church back in Imnisvale, and I've been to the temples in Baldur's Gate and Athkatla and a few other places, but...
This view's almost worth the walk.
I swear I hear a bear down there. That big star? Well, it does look pretty old. Maybe that's just not what they use anymore. This... Where do I have it? Here. This is what I'm used to when I see Lathander. It's different. And I've seen so many stars of in the Selûnite temple. I just assumed that this was part of it. I mean, how many temples can they have in one area? But what if it's for Lathander and they killed all the priests? Isn't that wonderful? Or the monks that are there.
What's on your mind?
Okay. Well, there's a way this way. I think it goes down to the temple, and then there's a way here. I don't know if that's a bear. That doesn't quite sound... maybe larger than a bear. Signpost.
North, Rosy Morn Monastery. West, Moonrise Towers.
Alright. I don't even want to... No. We'll go to the monastery. We have to go down to this creche anyways. Okay, that does sound like a bear. Maybe Helson's got ahead of us. Cable car? Huh. I've only heard of those. Let's see if we can't pull it up.
Next time's the charm. Damn. Completely stuck. I wonder when it was used last. Might not be the time.
Should have had Lae'zel do this. She's unnaturally strong. So the hard way, then. Maybe we can get it working from the other side, I don't know. What's this? Somebody had a camp here. Some arrows. The chest. Sounds like an angry bear, and its cries are echoing through a little canyon down there. Canyon.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Ready and willing.
Gale? That was a funny bark there. Scratch smells something. Oof. You okay, Scratch? Gale, do be more careful. There's a bird up ahead. Maybe I can speak to it.
All right. What now? Moving ahead.
Oh. What kind of mines are these? I'm not getting hurt, I'm just getting shoved back. Maybe they're trying to knock you off. Something is ahead.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Gale, try it again. Make sure you're not close to the edge if it were to go off.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Autumn Crocus. Hello there, Blue Jay.
I've got nothing left to take, so you might as well shove off.
Shove off? Should be saying that on the edge of a cliff. Did someone steal something from you?
Steal? Eagles are bigger. They just take. Nest, prey, everything. That's how it works here.
I can't help but notice you have a nest right there.
Oh, sure, a nest. But it's not my nest.
Not
That's
your
up
nest.
on the roof with the eagles. Eagles are pricks.
I can fight the eagles and get your nest back.
You? Kill an eagle? But if you think you can, then please, please kill the eagles. They're the worst.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. I'll keep an eye on the roof. Rude bastards, those eagles. Deserve a little comeuppance.
I just have to be careful. I don't do something that goes against my oath.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
I believe we're approaching the creche. Once we're inside, let me do the talking.
Just to be clear, you're going to lead us into a nest of Githyanki marauders, and we're supposed to trust that will end well for us.
Well, we survived the last encounter.
More a sign of the times, I suppose.
I don't like it either, Shadowheart. That's why I brought you along. I really don't like it. Now that I recall how that Githyanki, they were treating the soldiers from Baldur's Gate to the Flaming Fist. And I heard what he said. Execute, question, execute, and then move on. A little bit beyond ruthless. Where is it? Right there? That's... okay, had I seen that... that screams Lathander to me. Well, he is not exactly a sun god, he's the morning god. And that's why a symbol like this makes sense. The morning god. Dawn. Seen it all my life. I just thought it was another Selûnite star. Collapsed burrow. What does this sign say?
North, Rosy Morn Monastery.
Rosy Morn. That's almost a pleasant name, actually. Oh, there's another, whatchamacallit's over there. Ancient Sigil Circle.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Well, we found our way here. What's up here? Did that Blue Jay said the eagles are on top of the temple? What if we could use these vines? You see anything in there? They really kill all the monks. For our survival, I suppose I could grin and bear it for a moment. But I swear, it's really bad, and if any of them are still alive, I don't know. This is the primary reason why I was okay with Lae'zel staying with us. This Creche, she's been talking about it since we were on the Nautiloid, I think. Or at least since we got off it and found her. Oh, Lathander is holding up a baby. Beautiful.
That's enough.
Gnomes. Halflings.
Where
Halflings.
are you taking us?
If this is about
Wait.
that weapon your
Absolute.
friend was talking about, we don't have it and we don't know shit about it.
Silence! Move!
No. No, I'm not going in there. I won't.
Anyone want to join her? As I thought. Through the doors. Now! The captain is expecting you.
Forward, carefully. These cultists have the Creche on high alert.
I'm a little confused. Did the Absolute take over this place? And then the Githyanki took it from them. Discover the artifact's secrets. The guards at the entrance to the Githyanki Creche mentioned a captain. We should talk to these guards to find out more about what they're doing. Well, with Lae'zel, they won't openly attack us. Can you speak to this one?
There's no time
We can
to
get
waste.
answers.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
What were you doing here?
Path to Moonrise Towers. Absolute. Answering the call.
Path to Moonrise Towers, Absolute answering the call. What, were you going there? What is happening at Moonrise Towers?
Gathering. Coalescing. Preparing.
Preparing for what?
Orders from the
Chosen.
General.
Yes, the General. Chosen. What do you know about this weapon?
Nothing. Everything was telling the truth. Didn't know anything.
I get one last question. Why are you so desperate to run?
Scared. Hurt. Bad things. Githyanki. Torture.
You think the Absolute are any better? What? I get another question. What general?
Chosen.
Catheric Thorm.
Absolute.
Yes, I know that.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
It's Catheric Thorm. Somehow he's alive still.
Let's move. So the Githyanki aren't fond of the cultists. Could be a good thing.
But they said they killed monks. These are not monks. Or that woman did.
Moving in.
Look around the area first.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Balsam. Stepping on top of a skull.
Lathander, smiting the undead to make way for new blood.
And how do you know about my god?
Anything of use?
Torches. No use. Every one of us can see in the dark, including Gale. And Will has Devil's Sight. Gale has a ring to see in the dark.
Within the artifact, a feeling stirs. Uncertainty.
I'm not going to bring you to them.
Your curiosity is getting the better of you. Do not let it. Stay away from the Githyanki.
Oh, isn't that curious? My protector's talking to me.
They're hunting you. They want the artifact. They'll stop at nothing to take it from you.
It would seem that the artifact and my protector are one, which I was wondering about. But then Lae'zel, it was Lae'zel, said that it's covered in Githyanki runes. Well, what does that all mean? Prayer to Lathander. Glory to you, bringer of the dawn. My wife and I have been trying to conceive for nearly 2 years now with no luck. We have long been followers of your blessed creed and visit Rosy Morn every 10 day to worship at your altar. Please, Lord, I know you've given us a lot already, but if you hear our prayer, grant us this one wish, and you will find us in your service tenfold. This is all that now stands between ourselves and everlasting joy. We have faith in you, Lathander, and are grateful for the many blessings of your light. Let's actually... You know what? I'll take that. Send it to camp. It's not doing these ones any good, and I don't want just rot away like the flesh that covered those bones. Is there no way in? So we come all this way, doing what Lae'zel wants, and we can't find a way in. Well, there were some holes on the side of this temple. I actually think this temple is quite old. But if there's monks that were recently killed, it's still in use. In some manner. Can I get up? Again? Let's get back up, see what we can do. I'm not going to let the locked door stop us from... This is pretty much the last chance, unless I take that devil's bargain with Raphael. Which I do not want to. Perhaps we can break this down. Arrows in. bolts. Bolts go in crossbows, arrows go in bows. Or held next to a bow as you fire it. What? What are these things? These type of devil? Oh no, they're not.
Mishkas. They're no lovers of magic. Better watch where I cast.
Well, they're hostile to us.
Is someone crying?
They're not very strong looking. Gale, maybe you need to jump next to me in order to cast better.
These things is more trouble than it's worth.
Okay.
What fools these mortals be.
Never a dull moment.
Still up? Now it's not. Where's the rest of them? Down there. I just wish I could just throw a fireball at them. For some reason, I don't think that one's dead. Knocked it out. Oh, yes, you did, Lae'zel. The butt of your sword. Here they come. This might be something... maybe if you have a scroll? Burning Hands. I might want to get a little bit closer. Oops. Well, take its tail. Maximum you can get is about 4. Good enough. Unstable. Maybe this is what you meant about not using magic around them. Maybe it's not a good idea.
Victory awaits.
But what happens if you hit them again? They're all unstable. I hope they don't blow up. I think we should avoid using magic completely. Maybe a little late for that, but... Hey, Lae'zel, this is not the time to miss. One down. Well, it didn't blow up. Well, that's something. Creche, if you want, you can come and fight. There's one right here. You can block them from going after Gale.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Okay, no. I've been holding on to these, and I've been thinking probably could have used this against the fight against Grim, the protector of the Grim Forge, of the Adamantine Forge, I should say. Alright. Could I sweep around? I only get one melody for a short rest, which I probably could use right now. No, I don't see the ability to swipe at them. One at a time, then. Ah! There's only one left. There's two. One right in front of me. Alright. That's the unstableness. Laser.
And lethal.
Shadowheart, where are you?
I wonder.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Can you not jump up here?
A long way to go still. No time to waste.
She's in excellent shape. She should be able to get up here, no problem.
No one stopped me yet.
Not that we really needed you for this fight.
Best be on my way.
So we can get their tails? I can use that in alchemy, huh? Never heard of Gramishka before. Gale seems to know about them. Of course, as a master mage, he should. Whale of accuracy. I do like these. Silk gland. Agate. Alright, what do we have here? Scroll of dark vision. I can sell that. If I can open it. Gale, you mind opening? These things seem to be locked. I'll just sit here while you do that. Or get up. Either.
Surely there's a spell for this sort of thing.
The Parables of Dawnmaster Vaseed. An epic-looking tome that opens with an illustrated panel of Dawnmaster of Vaseed riding into battle against an army of Sharon clerics. In his raised hand is trusted battle axe, its sharp edge glinting in Lathandra's light.
No time to rest.
Of course, I know about Shar and the wickedness, but as I said, I didn't know the details.
Knock, knock.
Necrotic resistance. Interesting potion. His Holy Blood, Volume 3, Dawnmaster of Vaseed. This missal commemorates the founding of Rosymorn Monastery. For my sins, it has only just occurred to me that I had lacked in my record-keeping of late. But then again, we have been busy. In our fray with the Sharon thieves, we retrieved the blood, but one of the heretics sinned most heinously, They struck the amber encasing his blood with a maul of pure void, damaging the most holy relic. As if knowing of this blasphemy, the exposed blood shone with an unbreakable radiance, reducing the Sharn horde to dust for us to sift from this now holy ground. The relic became far too unstable to carry back to Hap. Thus we fashioned a simple chapel around ourselves here, and have encased the blood within steel, to be wielded as a most righteous cudgel against those who sit in shadow. Huh. Struck the amber, encasing his blood with a maul. Exposed blood shone with unbreakable. What if we could find something here that would help against the shadows at Moonrise Towers? I mean, something like this would destroy the shadows immediately, I would think. I mean, it destroyed the living Sharans. To keep it from the lustful sacrilege of thievery, our simple chapel will become a great monastery, and the blood shall be secreted away with a great many more wiles than it was before. I find it hard to fathom that we left such an artifact in such an obvious open space to begin with. Alas, his light singes away the mistakes of the past, leading to a more fortuitous dawn indeed.
Never a dull moment.
Maybe it's good that we came here. I don't think the Githyanki or the Absolute would really care for something that's here and is probably still here. The Githyanki are looking for the artifact that I carry.
Should mind my step.
Not something that's here. Oh, this is... It's open. Broken. There were monks here? They weren't caring for the place. Record of complaints. What kind of book is that? A dust-covered tome. Complaints to the Dawnmaster, who allowed a pilgrim to pay for wine with a cat. And what sort of cat even is it? One of my novices told me that they saw it grow to the size of a humongous hound. That was moments before it attacked. The poor novice didn't stop trembling for a 10-day. Please, I beg of you, can we just accept gold for goods like ordinary folk? And for God's sakes, call on someone to get rid of that nasty animal. Gale, would that be like that cat of yours? What did you call her? Oh, he was very protective of her. Ah, look at this. Did we not buy one of these? Scroll of Phantasmal Killer. Autumn Crocus. Very interesting spell. Locked.
With a flick of the wrist.
I'll try it once. If I can't get it, it's on you, Gil. Just wasting tools.
Charmed, I'm sure.
It's up to you, Gale.
The right tools for the wrong trade.
No, you're not doing any better than I am. Just Asterion could have gotten that. And you got it.
Is that blood? No. Never mind.
Indolence breeds madness.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Take you.
No one back home will ever believe this.
The Journal of a Novice Monk. There's rumors of a Githyanki sighting in the region. The Dawnmaster's inner circle think we don't know, but it's all anyone can talk about. What do they want? Can they be after the blood itself? How would they even have found out about it? Personally, I'm excited. If there really is a Githyanki attack, there's a chance they'll fire the lance. To see the light of Lathander himself launched forth from Rosie Morn's roof? That would be something to write home about. Brother Welland claims he saw it once, and it was so bright it nearly made him blind. Luckily, he says it's quite hard to fire, but once we do, those Githyanki won't know what hit them. I'm starting to like the sounds of finding this weapon more and more, but if they had to fire from the roof, how could we bring that to Moonrise Towers with us? Nice chest here. Maybe we'll find something. Something that burns brightly or shines bright. Scare away or destroy shadows all before us. That was a skeleton. How long have the Githyanki been coming here for? Potion of animal speaking recipe. Oh, I know how to make those. Essence of acorn truffle. Salts of rogue's morsel. Yes, yes. What? Scratch has found something. What is it? I don't see anything around here. I'm not sure. Can we even get over here? I don't want to die. Perhaps we should go down stairs? There's something down there.
I've got a long road ahead.
Well, this is the only way in. There's no doors out. And that's the only way to go. For to get to this Githyanki, we've got to somehow find a way down. Or across, whatever. There's a courtyard on the other side. Could we not break the glass? Bit of a jump. It will hurt. A little too much. I suppose we can always use like feather fall. Can't get up. Can't get down without getting hurt. Not really hurt. Do I have feather fall? I've not been using those. I do. There's only 3 of them. Do you have the spell?
With the weave.
Let's look through his spells. Alright. I don't know how long it will last. Cast it on yourself. Oh! It's for all of us.
Looking ahead.
I was gonna distribute the potions, but I don't think we need to. Everybody down! That worked. Could use that in the Underdark. Could use that in Grimforge, actually. Okay, your spell. Nice to be able to change things as we go. No, the question. Oh, the Quasit. That's right. The cheeky Quasit.
All's well that ends. Well, not as bad as it could have.
I thought that did I not cast Scroll of Protection from Evil and Good on me? Oh, that's weird. It's supposed to last until you rest.
Don't waste a step.
What are these drunken kobolds? Drinking up the wine? They're all drunk. Oh, if we attack, though, they might wake up. Anyway, we can just talk to them. Kobolds. In fact, I think they're worse than goblins. Well, there's a great big purple one here. That might be their leader. 5, 6, 7, 8. On the other side, there's at least another one. 2, 3. We're looking at about 11. They're still drinking. Is there anything we can do to just blow this whole place up? Fire wine barrel. One might take care of these 3, but... they're fast little things. Who knows if we'll get a chance to be able to get them. Okay, so what do I have on me? I'm definitely saving this. Oh, where is it? The rune powder for something big. Maybe Githyanki himself. Oil of combustion. It doesn't explode, though. Covers a target in oil. Upon taking fire damage, they take even more damage. No, don't I have... I used one of the satchels to blow... to get near out. It's all very recent in my mind. Yeah, I have one. Smoke powder satchel. I'm not sure if the fire wine will blow, though. Well, they don't call it fire wine for nothing. Okay, so... that looks all flammable. Oh, they're very weak little things. I'll throw the satchel over here, and Gale... anybody can... shoot at the barrel. They should all explode with fire. Well, the satchel needs to be lit. Yeah. However, I do have a lot of these. Are you in range? That's fine. Here we go.
Smell the alcohol on their breath from here. Drunk
And since you go first...
checkmate.
Oh, ho! Hey, that worked a lot better than I thought it would. Oh, there was another... was there one inside the barrel? As bad as goblins. We're kind of in a spot that's burning. You might want to back out of here, Gale. Isn't that peachy? As I said, they're fast little buggers. But they're going to be doing everything to get past this fire. Kobolds are also known to use little bows, so... ah! Or they can throw things at you. Okay, if you're in a spot that's not on fire, stay there, if you can hit them. And if you can lob fire at them, do that. I should use your hunter's mark.
What should I do?
Lob fire. Seems to be working well against them. And don't miss. I think that's key in this.
Survival is all that matters.
Wish I could just blow it all away in front of me. Do I have an arrow fire? I don't think it really matters. Oh, wait. Yes, it does. Because... I'm not sure, but... okay. Oh, because I threw the first thing. Okay. Ah! I didn't even know you're there! Little bugger. Didn't see it. Scratch, get him! Preferably without getting yourself burned. Maybe you can't. He can't even reach it. Fine. Just get out of the way. Running right through the fire, the stupid little things. Two more down. Good job. It's still exploding. I'm not gonna complain about it. I'm just not gonna go over there. Ah! That little bugger. Half a mind. Just shadow step over there. Where did it go? Lae'zel, you have my permission. Still more of them over there. You almost got the second one over there too.
Blood comes easy these days.
Plenty of these. Another one down. I don't really know what else I can do from over here. Probably not much. At least this whole place isn't gonna blow up, although it easily could. I think she's liking that new sword. Oh, you missed. Oh, you got it. Is there any more left? One right in front of me. I don't know why I didn't see it.
What now?
Maybe we should stay separate for now. Wait for the fire to burn out. Which it has. Well, we're not closer. Well, we must be getting closer to the Githyanki. I didn't think this would be such an ordeal. All you have to do is go inside the old temple. Is it?
A good night's sleep would do
I think there's
me
more
wonders.
kobolds in there. Okay, it's time to search the bodies and search the place.